Hey everybody, Unstable Gamer here, and today we're going to be jumping into Marvel Battle Lines, but first I need to apologize. It's been like 3 weeks since I put a video out for Marvel Battle Lines, which is why I'm playing a little bit of catch up right now. We're going to be going over the most recent update that came out last month on the 20th, so about 2 weeks ago. We're also going to be talking about a giveaway that I'm going to start after my next video that drops this coming up Saturday. Alright, and with that, before we jump into everything, if you're just now finding my channel and you want to stay up to date with this and other games, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out. All right, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and run through the Marvel Battle Lines update. I'm just going to pick the biggest things in here that I think are important to talk about really quick. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to talk briefly about the giveaway that I'm going to start. What's the date this Saturday? The 12th. It's going to start on the 12th. It's going to run to the end of the month. So if you're watching this video, you're going to have a little bit of a head start. So let's go ahead and jump into this update. This update, I think, is actually pretty huge. There's a lot of stuff that came out in it. And a lot of changes too. There were some strategies and things that were forced to change because of some of the mechanics that they changed in the game with the cards themselves. So just running through here really quick, I think this was a really cool addition. So whenever we do an upgrade to a card, we get experience, which is awesome. And then it just goes through right down here. So you see your common, your uncommon, your rare, and your epics, and then how much experience you get for upgrading those cards. Just helps us level up just a little bit faster. They added the Thanos card, so I don't have this card yet. I did go up against this card in Arena, and well, I didn't fare too well. But this is a pretty cool card here. And then we get into all the changes. All of these cards here, I'm going to pick out a few of them that I know that are used quite a bit. And I think, again, because of the changes, some strategies had to change. Tactical Retrieval, again, one of the best cards to have in your deck, especially when it was for 0 cost. The change now, really, so they changed the 0 cost card to a 1 cost card, and they gave us a little bit more hit points whenever we use that card. So instead of adding 75 health, it's going to add 200 health. I don't know at 1 cost if it's still worth it. I think it, at the very most, changes it from a card that you'd use early on to build up your Cosmic Fragments to a card that you're going to use a little bit later in the game, because it makes no sense to use a 1-cost card to pick up 1 fragment. You're going to want to use it on the 2 and the 3 fragments a little bit when you get into mid and late game. Squirrel Girl, really the only change there is they decreased the hit points. So hit points went from 370 down to 190. That was quite a bit of a decrease. Mental Subjugation, when the new cards came out at the beginning of December, I know that this card was used quite a bit. Before, you were swapping your attack and your hit points in a 3x3 area. Now you're swapping them in a 2x2 area. Death changed a little bit. After summoning Death, you make 2 enemies start recharging, which is an awesome ability. Then those characters are going to vanish if they have less than 150 health instead of less than 250 health. So it made it a little bit more difficult to use that card. Star-Lord, instead of doing 240 damage, they increased that to 360. And then they lowered the attack and lowered the beefed up the hit points a little bit. So instead of 700 attack, you have 520. And instead of 520 hit points, you have 740. So they made a few changes there. And then Iron Man, I thought this was a really cool change. I liked it. I don't like the range of damage. I like having something set. Whenever I use a deck, and I've said this before, whenever I use a deck or when I play any game, I want to remove RNG as much as possible. But the fact that they changed this from attacking 2 enemies to attacking 3 enemies, I think was really cool. So that was good. They did reduce the attack a little bit, and they did reduce the hit points a little bit. So those are the biggest changes that I see. So I'm kind of curious your guys' thoughts on this. What was the biggest impact to you in the strategy that you use, and how was that forced you to change your decks up a little bit? The card upgrade methods, so they've added particles. There's another way to upgrade your cards. Daily mission level achievements. So they just added some rewards for attaining specific levels. All right, now if we continue to go down, so in challenge mode, this UI here, before we knew if we go in there, we can look at how we've performed in there. And as you win more and more battles in Challenge, then you get these handicaps. So what they've done now is they've just made it easier for us to be able to see that, which from a UI perspective, from a display perspective, I think that was a good addition. All right, and then looks like I skipped. So arena mode here. So we have a chain victory bonuses that can be obtained up to Arena 8, which is cool. You just get some additional bonuses there. And they have expanded the matchmaking pool there. And then just some various other fixes down here that we have. Character battle screens have been changed. The Arrivals cards can be purchased using points. Spec Ops Chapter 8 hard difficulty can now be accessed at level 38 instead of level 40. So they allowed us to get to that a little bit sooner. And that's pretty much it for the update. Like I said, there's a lot in here. And again, I know it's late, so I'm doing a little bit of catch up. Now for the giveaway. So what's going to happen, I'm going to give you a little bit of a head start. So on Saturday, I'm going to drop a new video with a new deck that I've been playing around with and I've been having quite a bit of fun with. So I'm going to drop a new video on Saturday, and with that video is going to be the start of the giveaway. Nexon was really cool. They sent me some stuff from New York Comic Con, some posters and pins and things like that. So I'm packaging them up and I'm going to just give them away. They're pretty neat. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and then leave a comment on that video. All right, everybody, that's what I had for you tonight. Just a quick overview of the patch notes from December 20th. I think it's forced some really cool changes to some of the strategies that we have in the game. And then a little bit about the giveaway that we have coming up in a few days. So I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch the video. I'd be curious to know your thoughts on the updates and how that's changed for you over the last couple weeks. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you next time.